Your thoughts are not harmless. They are the seeds of your destiny. A single negative thought repeated every day can destroy your entire future. Think about it. How many times have you whispered to yourself, "I can't"? How many dreams have died quietly in your heart before they even had a chance to live? Killed not by failure, but by doubt. We believe danger comes from the outside world. But sometimes the most dangerous enemy lives inside our mind. This story will show you how a young man, trapped by his own thoughts, discovered a truth so powerful, it changed the course of his entire life. And if you've ever felt trapped by your own mind, stay with me, because this story might just be yours too. In the heart of a crowded town lived a young man named Ravi. He was bright, capable, and full of potential. But beneath the surface, his mind was his greatest enemy. Everywhere he looked, Ravi saw people moving ahead. Friends starting businesses, neighbors buying new houses, classmates climbing ladders of success. And what did he tell himself? I'll never be like them. I'm not enough. His thoughts whispered like chains around his heart. I'll fail anyway, so why try? That single belief stopped him before he could even begin. When opportunities came, Ravi stepped back. When challenges appeared, he avoided them. Even when teachers praised his intelligence, he brushed it aside, convinced they were wrong. His dreams stayed small. He wanted to build something of his own, maybe start a workshop or learn a new skill. But every time he thought of trying, a darker thought swallowed him whole. What if I embarrass myself? What if everyone laughs? The truth is, no one was laughing at Ravi. They were too busy moving forward in their own lives. It was Ravi's own mind, his quiet, constant critic, that kept him frozen. Slowly, his confidence eroded. He began to walk with slouched shoulders, avoiding eye contact, speaking less each day. Meanwhile, his friends succeeded, collected achievements, and celebrated milestones. Ravi remained where he was, stuck in the same small room, with the same heavy doubts. And here's the question for you. Have you ever felt like Ravi? Surrounded by opportunities, yet unable to take a single step forward because your own thoughts told you you can't? Because that's the real prison, not the walls of the world outside, but the invisible chains inside your mind. And Ravi's story was about to show just how dangerous those chains could become. One evening, Ravi wandered by the riverside. The market was closing, voices fading, the sky painted in shades of red and gold. He sat on a stone, staring at the water, his mind louder than the world around him. "Why am I like this?" he whispered. "Why do I stop myself before I even try?" That's when he noticed an old man sitting nearby, silent, still, watching the river flow as if time itself had slowed down for him. The man's presence was unusual, calm, yet powerful. Ravi felt pulled toward him, as if the river wasn't the only thing flowing. Wisdom was, too. The old man turned, his eyes kind but piercing. "You look heavy, son," he said softly. "What are you carrying?" Ravi hesitated, then the words spilled out. "I'm stuck. Everyone is moving ahead. My friends succeed, but me? I fail before I even begin. My mind says I'll never make it." The man nodded, as if he had heard this story 1,000 times before. "Wait here," he said. He picked up a clear glass and filled it with muddy river water. He placed it in Ravi's hands. "This glass," the man said, "is your mind. These muddy thoughts, doubt, fear, comparison, they cloud it. Would you drink this water?" Ravi shook his head quickly. "Of course not. It's dirty." The man smiled, dipped the glass under the flowing river, and held it there. Slowly, the dirt began to wash away. The water cleared, drop by drop. "Do you see?" the man said. "The river doesn't force the mud out. It replaces it little by little with clean water. The mind works the same way. You cannot fight doubt by force. You replace it with new thoughts. He leaned closer. Whatever you tell yourself every day becomes your truth. If you repeat, "I can't," then you won't. But if you choose to think differently, if you whisper, "I will try," then your destiny will shift. Ravi stared at the glass in his hands. Was it really that simple? Could thoughts shape a life so completely? The man's eyes narrowed, searching Ravi's soul. "So tell me," he asked, "what will you choose to fill your mind with? Muddy thoughts or clear water?" That night Ravi could not sleep. The old man's words echoed like a song he couldn't silence. Whatever you tell yourself every day becomes your truth. He stared at the ceiling, replaying his life. All the times he whispered, "I can't," all the chances he never took, all the dreams he buried before they could even breathe. And then, for the first time, he spoke a different sentence aloud. "I will try." It was small, almost fragile, but it felt like a seed planted deep in the soil of his mind. The next morning, Ravi acted on it. He walked into the workshop where he had once refused a project. This time, instead of saying, "I can't handle it," he said, "I will give my best." At first his hands trembled, his heart doubted, but step by step, as he replaced muddy thoughts with clearer ones, his actions began to shift. Days turned into weeks. Ravi's confidence grew like a candle flame, turning into a steady fire. He was not perfect. He failed at times. But instead of collapsing, he whispered again, "I will try." Slowly, his friends noticed. The boy who once sat in shadows was now moving forward. Not because the world had changed, but because his mind had. And here's the truth for you. You are Ravi. We all are. We all carry muddy thoughts that whisper, "We are not enough." But remember this, your thoughts are not harmless. They are the architects of your destiny. When you replace "I can't" with "I will try," doors you never imagined will begin to open. So I ask you, right now, what thought is shaping your life? Is it keeping you stuck, or is it pulling you forward? Because the difference between a prisoner and a free soul is just one thought. Ravi's story is not just about him, it is about you. Every day your mind is planting seeds. Some grow into courage, some into fear. The harvest of your life depends on which ones you water. So remember this, your thoughts are not passing shadows. They are the builders of your future. Change your thoughts, and you will change your destiny. Look at your own life. How many times have you said, "I'll do it later"? How many times have you believed the whisper, "I can't"? And how much longer will you let those chains hold you? Here's my challenge for you. Tonight, replace just one negative thought with a positive one. Say it aloud. Write it down. Live it tomorrow. That single choice can begin rewriting your entire story. If you believe this lesson matters, share it with someone who needs hope. Type "I will try" in the comments as your promise to yourself. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe, so more stories like this reach you. Your destiny begins with one thought. Make it the right one.